Hello, and welcome to the 2016 Park Hill Fall Sports Preview. I'm Jacob Blair, and I'll be your host. We start off today's show with the 2016 football program, with a new team and a new conference. Kylie Conkling has more.
A new season and a new class. The Park Hill Trojan football team looks to make a statement as they enter Class 6.
Class 6 is a unique experience for us. It allows us a chance to play the big competition and the better teams in the state of Missouri every week, and we feel like it's going to be a very valuable experience for us when it comes to playoff time. We get the chance to challenge ourselves on a weekly basis and find out how to practice and how to prepare for a big game.
Well, it's definitely different and much of a challenge and different from Class 5, but I think we're ready for it.
This year's senior class have become the leaders this team needs in order to be successful on the field.
Leadership of this team right now, we're trying to rely on the seniors, and the seniors are trying to figure out how to lead, and it's an ongoing process. I mean, I don't think everybody's an innate leader, but the seniors are working really hard to get there and figure out what they need to do to spin this team in the right direction. And we're excited about that process, and our coaching staff does a great job of preparing the young men to become leaders, and we feel like as the season progresses we'll be right where we are with the right kids leading the program and putting ourselves in the right position.
The leadership, I think it's pretty good. You know, the seniors just push everybody to try to make them go hard at practice just 100%. And I just try to be a leader by doing that and make sure everybody's in the right spot at the right time.
Through the leadership of the team, the Park Hill Trojans are determined to set and accomplish their goals.
Goals for this season, you know, we want to get better every day, and so that is a lot of that has to do within the hallways and becoming better people, become better individuals, better citizens every day. And then finally, we want to become a better football team. We work hard at practice every day to fix our mistakes and take the kids to the next level.
With this team's leadership, there's no telling what the Trojans will accomplish this year. For Trojan TV News, I'm Kylie Conkling.
Thanks, Kylie. After a tough season last year, the girls' softball team is looking for a better season this year. Andrew Stott has more.
For the Park Hill softball team, 2016 is a whole new and improved year. Not only did they get a new infield, but they also got a brand new set of coaches.
I love the new coaches. They're very involved with the sport and they're very involved with the girls.
This year, the Lady Trojans expect to do better than their previous season, working harder than ever at their practices to be a successful team.
A typical day of practice would be we'll get to the field, we'll set up, and then we'll do dynamic stretches, and then we'll stretch our arms and play catch, and we'll do some infield and outfield dailies, and then we will hit, and then we'll take infield and we'll take outfield.
Seeking a shot at making it to state this year, the softball team knows that they have made improvements.
This year I feel like we're going to do a lot better than last year. We are actually 2-1 now, so it's going a lot better than last year.
The new coaches push the girls to their limits during practice, but it will help lead them to success. They believe their hard conditioning will lead them to a state title.
Work us way harder to get us better. They really believe in conditioning, and that's good, though, for the softball team.
With the physical aspect figured out, the mental part of the game is a major key to success to the coaches.
I plan on having them be more of a team and hoping that a lot of team bonding will help them become more successful than last year.
I'm Andrew Stott with Trojan TV News, signing off.
Thanks, Andrew. The 2016 girls golf team has several key pieces that could lead to success. Weston DeBlasi has more.
Zooming in on this year's Lady Trojans golf team, the girls continue to change, but the goals to improve always stay the same.
Park Hill High School girls golf has come a long way in the last 11 years. Coach Gurley and I started 11 years ago, and just the expectations, the level of competition has increased dramatically. So it's a great group to work with. All the girls, all the years are just amazing.
While the girls of the Park Hill Girls Golf Squad progress for the coming season, golf isn't all they focus on. The girls also love being together and on the course.
They sure make it fun, and we have a lot of good memories, and it's just nice getting to interact with people. Since it's an individual sport, it's good having a team environment.
Going on in the constant training, it is a form of art to make things fun and interesting. That is one thing the girls always say their coaches continue to do.
We do a lot more different activities in practice. We do a lot more like games that aren't as golf related, but coach makes them more golf related.
While the girls love their birdie dances, as you can tell, these girls are also a serious force to be reckoned with in the coming season. This is Weston DeBlasi with your Trojan TV News.
Thanks, Weston. The 2016 girls tennis team has a lot of senior leadership this year. Megan Ely caught up with them to learn more.
Old Trojans are teaching new tricks on this year's girls tennis team.
A lot of leadership, a lot of girls that know the traditions and just know how it works, and so I think we got started pretty quick into our whole rhythm.
Just always cheering for another girl. We're always trying to help each other improve, and so being a leader, we're just trying to really boost the morale at practice.
This year's seniors aren't ruling with an iron fist by any means. In fact, the Lady Trojans are taking a whole new approach to leading.
During practice, we definitely emphasize the big sister, little sister bonds. So we'll always pair up with our little sister for team games and activities, so we can just get everybody kind of pumped up.
However, it's not all fun and games because girls tennis is preparing for a whole new set of challenges this year.
One thing that's going to be a challenge, and we're really looking forward to it, is the new conference. So we have 6 teams that are the biggest schools in the state, and so we're looking forward to see how we match up.
Hopefully, those new tricks will pay off this year against such difficult competition. Signing off for Trojan TV News, I'm Megan Ely.
Thanks, Megan. The 2016 boys and girls cross-country teams may run off track, but to succeed this year, they'll have to keep their minds on track. Kelly Collins has more.
The cross-country season is in full gear as both the boys and the girls teams are competing to get the best time.
It's really well. We have a lot of girls and we have a big spread of people, and everyone's doing their best at practice every single time. So it's really well.
The girls are hoping to exceed their goals and expectations from the previous season.
The cross-country season is going well, and looking forward to the varsity races coming up, and it's been a lot of fun, and I've enjoyed the 4 seasons doing cross-country.
The boys team is super excited to win at their meet this year.
So far, we've had a really good season. We have more girls than we've ever had before, and we're all just working super hard and have high hopes for the rest of the season. I'm looking forward to meeting all of these girls and just having a good team bonding experience, and I'm also looking forward to the meets and just being able to work together as a team and see how the results go.
It's going pretty good. We got a lot of potential coming into the season, a lot of new fast guys coming in.
Both teams are going to have a great season, as well as competing to the best of their ability.
This season as a whole, we've been working way harder than we have in the past, so I'm just excited to see how the meets go and seeing the work we've put into the season reflect in our races.
This is Kelly Collins for Trojan TV News.
Thanks, Kelly. The 2016 boys soccer team has a much tougher schedule this year, but they feel prepared. I caught up with the team to learn more. Every fall, a new season begins for Park Hill boys soccer, but this year is a little different, as a much tougher road to success awaits them.
In that new conference, we have 3 of the top 10 teams in the state, and so the competition is going to be much higher than it has been in years past, and so we are looking forward to that, though, because our strength of schedule goes up, and so by the time we hit the end of our season, when the playoffs hit, we'll be battle-tested.
With the move up in conference across the board for Park Hill sports, the guys know that each game will make them a more versatile team.
I think that our district is staying the same, so playing with the new, harder conference, it'll just prepare us much more for districts this year.
Knowing your strengths as a team and using them as an advantage provides an upper hand on opponents. Park Hill knows their strengths and plan to use them.
It's probably going to be our defense, honestly. We have a lot of returning players, and with Stephen and Jackson, probably in the back would be good.
We are focusing on just being a compact team, a hard-to-beat team, and we have a very, very good defensive unit. And so that's our key. We're going to rally around our defensive unit and our block, and we're not going to concede many goals.
The senior-laden group provides a lot of leadership, but being able to instill young talent on the roster may be the hidden key to success.
I think the younger ones have a lot of learning to do. But I think if we all have a good chemistry together, we all combine and make passes together, I think it'll be all right because we're all good soccer players here.
A tough schedule with a good team can be a bad combo for everyone else. Park Hill Soccer has that this year, and expectations are high. Reporting for Trojan TV News, I'm Jacob Blair. Up next, we have the 2016 volleyball team. Mia Tyler went behind the scenes to learn more about this year's program.
Action is an essential part of every sport, and this year's volleyball team has a lot of action going on behind the scenes. Not only are the girls back and working hard, the managers are also working hard to make sure everything goes well.
My job as a manager is to just help around with practice. I have to shag balls and get out the boxes. Sometimes I play with the girls in practice. It just depends on wherever the coaches need me.
During every practice, the players begin by warming up. Whether it's agility and stamina or working on technique, the girls have their fair share of exercise.
I'd have to say, just the energy from the crowd is really exhilarating, and everyone coming together, it's just a lot of fun, and I'm going to miss it when it's over so much.
The managers not only help during practices, they also help with a crucial part of playing as a team, team bonding. These girls are a tight-knit group. The managers create bonds with the players, and they all encourage and support each other on and off the floor.
The managers and girls, we usually just talk about school day and what we're up to, what homework we have to do, and just fun stuff and what songs are the newest hits, telling jokes.
As the girls get ready for the season ahead of them, they continue to work on being the best volleyball team they can, inside and out. Reporting for Trojan TV News, this is Mia Tyler.
Thanks, Mia. The boys' swim team is working hard to continue their success of last year. Darius Stewart has more.
Summer may be over, but these boys are still out hitting the water.
I moved here to Kansas City. I did it to meet people, and I instantly fell in love with it. And I began swimming competitively, and I just never really stopped after that.
Even though they're working hard during practice, they still manage to have a lot of fun doing it.
My favorite part of the swim team is when the whole team is doing backstroke, and you stroke like this, and someone else does that, and you high five in midair. That's my favorite part. It's happened to me 5 times in total.
Just the team aspect of it, we swim with these guys almost every day, so you get to know everybody really well. You're all friends and teammates.
We want to stay there. We want to stay at that level. So we got a younger team than the past. We have some guys that are going to be in some leadership roles that they may not be used to, but just going to get to sit back to work. And I think we have the talent to compete at the state level, and for that new conference, the big conference, we should be able to compete for that conference championship also.
Together, they're looking to have a great season as friends and teammates. I'm Darius Stewart for Trojan TV News, signing off.
Thanks, Darius. Thank you for joining the 2016 Park Hill portion of the Fall Sports Preview. We now send it over to Jake Young at Park Hill South.
The girls' tennis team had a record year last year, and they hope to do it again.
This year, the PHS girls' tennis team is stepping up in an effort to do even better than they did last year.
So last year was the furthest we had made in years and years, if not ever, for the Park Hill South girls' tennis team, and I think this year, knock on wood, we could make it even better.
Having a team that works well together on both sides of the fence is vital for such a hefty goal.
We're pretty much all friends, especially on C team. We all really like each other and it's fun.
With newfound shade out by the courts, the girls have the opportunity to rest up between matches.
Grant money and parental donations. We got all new benches around the court. We have a new shelter. So visitors before would come out here and sit on sunny bleachers and not have a place to get that respite.
Facility upgrades are a huge encouragement for this year's team.
We also implemented some sprinklers last year, but now all the way around here we've got picnic tables and places for fans to come out and sit in a little bit more comfort, so that's really great. We hope people come out and support the team this year.
And this will assure that the grass will always be greener on the south side. I'm Lennon Carlson with the Southside Scoop, signing off.
Boys soccer has some new faces this year, but the same competitive drive.
The Park Hill South boys soccer team is back and ready for another chance at state, but this year something's different.
There's a lot of stuff that I had no idea was involved with the job. I've been doing this for about 14 years. I've been Coach Twigo's assistant coach, and I joked with him that there's a lot of things that he hid from me over the years that I never knew were a part of the job. There's so much stuff on the front end as far as paperwork and all that kind of stuff is concerned. That I just didn't see coming.
Mr. Farmer has taken on the head coaching position for the boys team, and since then many changes have occurred.
Expects more, he makes us wear these shirts and it says faster and better, and it's for every single touch that we make needs to be better, and we need to be faster on everything. I don't know, it's just a new memo, I guess you could say.
He is not only pushing them physically but also mentally.
The character part of our game, he wants us to be just pretty well-rounded as athletes and students.
Even though they have a new coach, their brotherhood on and off the field is as strong as ever.
Just brothers, and we always mess with each other. We might get mad at each other sometimes, but it's all in good fun, and we're really out here just to win.
I'm Miranda Stazak along with Gavin Chiarte signing off for the Southside Scoop.
This year, the girls cross-country team is training as a family and running for the future.
If you have a positive attitude and want some exercise, this team is for you.
You don't need a lot to run. You really just need shoes and some shorts and a shirt. And so it's that's why it's important for me just to instill that it's a lifetime activity.
Running with girls cross country sets you on the path for a healthier life, building close bonds along the way.
The atmosphere is really supportive because whenever it's really hot and you're running miles, you get that support from your team to keep on going, and there's really nothing like it.
But these girls do more than help each other. They bring their kindness into the community.
Going to Harvesters was really eye-opening because if you've never done volunteer work, it's really different to do it the first time. And whenever I did it with the cross-country team, it was really awesome.
We also volunteer at, it's called Bringing Up the Rear. It's a 5K that's in English Landing Park for colon cancer. And we volunteer for that in October, and then we also volunteer at the Kansas City Marathon in October as well. So we really try to instill in the athletes the opportunities to give back and volunteer throughout the community.
This team is definitely running for a better future. Signing off, I'm Madison Flynn.
It was fun. Was it? It was that fun?
This year, boys cross country is a united front, stronger together than ever before.
What are we doing?
Go. If I had $1 million,
the Park Hill South cross country boys are hitting the ground running this season.
I think this is one of the strongest teams we've had in school history. I think that if we put it together at the right time, we could be a very good team.
But it takes more than running together to be a team.
The guys are really fun to hang out with, and come to practice every day just keeps me positive.
Eli, these are all going to be threes, so just pay attention to the last number. 22, Brendan, 25.
What really sets this team apart from previous cross-country teams here at South?
The commitment. These guys are here all summer. They're here for the mornings, and they want to win. They want to be an elite team in the state, and I feel like we haven't had that in this program in a while.
Signing off from the Southside Scoop, I'm Anna Latira.
The Park Hill South football team has put in the work this summer, and it's coming out this fall on the gridiron.
The Panthers players and coach alike have high expectations for this season.
Well, obviously we want to win. On the varsity level, we want to win football games and have a lot of fun doing it.
I feel that this season is a lot better than last. We have a lot of seniors coming back, a lot of leadership and experience.
Improvements have been made from the year before.
Well, it's a long list. We had a lot of things to improve on after last year, and so our kids have worked hard and have been very diligent in the weight room and have spent a lot of time just on game plans, situations, things like that. But mainly they're a year older and stronger and faster.
Probably be the mental state of it. We have a lot of running, we have a lot of conditioning, coaches yelling at you, getting in your stuff, making you get better. So I feel like the mental aspect of our practices is really heightened.
The emotional aspect is about working together for a common goal.
My favorite part about being on the team is just having that extra time to be with your friends after school and getting better as a football team.
Favorite part about being on the team would be the other guys on the team, just making friends, hanging out on the weekends, just having a good time and making friendships that are going to last for a while.
While the Panthers are rising to the occasion, I'm Macy Ostrowski, signing off for the Southside Scoop.
I had the chance to catch up with the girls golf team as they work hard preparing for their new season. Golf is a sport of precision. Every swing is a coordinated series of motions from head to toe. Sometimes you have to slow things down and take special care to ensure the perfect stroke. And other times, speed and balance must come together flawlessly to produce an incredible drive just like this.
We have a good crop of returning players this year, and we have a good mix. In fact, yesterday at Picture Day, we noticed we have 4 seniors, 4 juniors, 4 sophomores, and 4 freshmen. So we have a nice balance of all of those.
This year's girls golf team is full of talent, stacked with rookies, veterans, and everything in between. Led by senior captains Miranda Stazak and Erica Edmondson, the girls have come together as a truly cohesive unit.
But I think it starts with our leadership. We have strong leadership at the top, and we lean on those girls to be those role models, those examples in practice, and they're doing a fabulous job at that.
Signing off for the Southside Scoop, I'm Jake Young. The Park Hill South softball team is a tightly knit family of players.
It's a brand new year for the Park Hill South softball team. Every day the Park Hill South softball team comes out ready to be better than last year. They'll have to do it with a lot of new faces, however.
We have a lot of young girls this year, so a lot of it's different than it was last year. We don't have as much experience, but that could almost be a good thing because they don't quite understand the big, of winning districts and things like that, so there's a little bit less pressure since they're younger.
This won't be an easy task, however. Park Hill South practices all of the little things, whether it's simply tossing the ball, catching a routine fly ball, or just running the bases. All of it will come together for their ultimate goal.
We want to go to state, but our goals coming out are to compete for the conference championship, compete for a district championship, and then see where we can go after that.
It won't just take how they play, however. It will also take a combination of both great play and great coaching.
Oh, yeah, I love all of them. Coach Walker, head coach, love him. Coach Snyder, pitching coach. So I work with her a lot, really like her. Coach Warner's new, he was here last year, and he's really great. And then Coach Sobey's always fun.
This is Peyton Haberman from the Southside Scoop, signing off.
The Park Hill South boys swim team has big dreams, hoping to one day be like their idols in the Olympics.
This past summer, all of the world basked in the glory of professional athletes at the Olympic Games in Rio. But the aquatic teams at South didn't just watch them, but gained a drive like no other.
I mean, everybody wants to go to the Olympics if you're a swimmer. I mean, that's the ultimate goal. But it's so competitive to reach that level. So, I mean, it's incredibly difficult to actually achieve the dream of going to the Olympics. But, yeah, it's always something that you think about.
South may be a little rusty due to the fact that we did not have a dive team last year. But that does not mean we should not expect great things from the boys this season, because their bond is forming faster than they see the water coming.
every morning when we get there, it's not just me and the 2 other divers from South, which are Lucas Etheridge and Toby Frick, but we also have the 3 divers from Park Hill. So instead of just having a small team of 3, which we're all really close on the South side, but we're also really close to the Park Hill kids, and practicing with them, we all feel like one big team, if that makes sense. Like, we compete against each other, but at the same time, we're always there to help each other.
So, whether they are firing off of a starting block or making a plunge into the deep, deep chlorinated blue, these boys will be 2 strong teams that South can rely on this year. I'm Colton Richards, reporting to you from the Southside Scoop.
Our volleyball team has high hopes this year, hoping to serve, pass, and hit their way to state.
Now that fall is here, the Park Hill South girls volleyball team is swinging into action with major plans for this year.
For this year, we're definitely taking it one step at a time. Our end goal is to get to state, but we can't do that unless, we win districts and win sectionals, and so we're taking it one step at a time. We're just trying to get better in the gym right now, and hopefully we'll reach the end goal.
With all the hard work paying off to go to state, this year's seniors are looking back as a freshman to now.
For a senior, it's a lot different just because you get to play on the varsity court, and it's a lot more fun, just games, and districts comes around. And I know as freshmen, we always looked up to playing at districts and playing the championship, and so I'm really excited as a senior to try to finish it right.
Every sport has their own goal, so let's take a look at what volleyball has in store for us this year.
Goals this year for volleyball is to peak at the end of the season to where we can have the most success when it counts in postseason.
While the volleyball team makes their goals into reality, I'm Gavin Chiarte, reporting for the Southside Scoop, signing off.
Thank you for joining the Park Hill and Park Hill South 2016 Fall Sports Preview. We'll see you guys in winter for the Winter Sports Preview.